So we are here at Tom's Sprinter, and before we do the tour, he had a few things he wanted to say about how he ended up here. And I think that story is almost as interesting as the Sprinter itself.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd been looking at doing this for a long time, watching videos for a couple of years, and had a friend with one of these sprinters, and he thought it was great. Anyhow, I came out the 2019 RTR mainly just to see vans. Lucky I did. It's the last real one. There were 6,000 out there. I got into hundreds of vans. Frankly, most of them were a little messy, and they weren't well organized, a lot of clutter. But as I went around, there was one guy I walked in, I couldn't believe his van. There was no clutter, no nothing. It was completely roomy, airy, unlike anything I'd seen, and I kept coming back to it. The guy's name was Moak, and he has been reviewed a few times on YouTube. He's a designer who designs ultra lightweight camping gear, Six Moon Designs. He was living in the thing for 7 years, had a house and a Tesla. He wasn't poor, but preferred to live in his van. And he wanted it so that he could run a presentation for his clients and put, even 5 or even 6 people inside and do a presentation without them being or seeing his kitchen, his bathroom, or his bedroom. It's a pretty unique design in the way he's done it. Okay.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. And interesting, you can find that design on the Cheap RV video series. Bob actually interviewed him. Right. So if you want to see his van, then go there. But today we're going to look at your van.
I've taken his. My workmanship is nowhere near as good, but I've added some things he doesn't have in his. Hey, why I built the van? It's to get into van life so that I could go out to a place like this and camp, self-contained, for a week or two at a time, not having to worry about anything. Wow, what a view. I escaped the snows of New Hampshire for this.
Tom made a list of the things he wanted in his van, including self-contained for 2 weeks, diesel heater, solar system, lots of counter space, ability to seat 4, and so much more. By the way, be sure to stay tuned to the end. We have some spectacular photos of how Tom has been using his van. Take a look at the inside.
Okay. Yeah. Come on in. There's a handle right here. Pull yourself in. Anyways, here's the van. And as you'll notice, I got a lot of room in here. I've got windows. I can see the view. When I first saw Ron's van, I saw this just expanse of open, space without things hanging all over the walls. And there's 12 feet of counter space in here. I've never seen a van like that.
I can't tell you how many people we've asked to sit in Tom's van and give us comments. I've camped with Tom quite a bit, so I've seen this happen several times. And what people usually say is, so, what do you see? Nothing? And this really comes from experience. Clutter is the biggest enemy of all van life people. You've got to move this to get to that.
Never. In that matter of fact, most RVs don't even have that much room. There was room to walk down the floor. Other vans, you could walk about 2 steps and you were done. I can pace the floor in here. Everything is here, and yet it's all hidden.
What I get when I sit in Tom's van is that he brings the whole outside inside. It's like you're sitting on a patio somewhere and enjoying nature and enjoying the outdoors, but you don't have the mosquitoes. It's a little warmer on a cool day and a little cooler on a warm day. So what a wonderful platform. In part 2 of this van tour, which we'll be posting very soon, Tom is going to tell you why a window van works for him. But let's get back to the tour.
All right. Hey, both seats flip around so that I can seat both people. Hey, there's one other thing too. I've got armrests on both sides. Hardly anybody has that. What a difference that makes, having the armrests on both sides.
Of course, we don't want to forget the diesel heater under the passenger seat.
For heat, in 2019, I installed a diesel heater, a 2K Chinese diesel heater. I put it in first with the very basic dial controller.
Here's a shot of the original dial controller on the left.
But I've since switched to the really advanced afterburner controller. It gives you access to every imaginable and some unimaginable settings. And then it also has a phenomenal Bluetooth app, which again gets into all kinds of different settings. Really good thing. I've never had an issue. It is started every time and works perfectly.
The Afterburner is a special controller you can buy apart from your diesel heater. I'll leave a link in the description. I have no affiliate relationship with these people. It's just an interesting machine.
The gun table, like everybody else has got, boy, is that convenient.
And how far over does that go? Can you bring it all the way over
Put it all the way over here.
so you can sit in the
Yep,
seat?
with two of them, and then I can flip it around for different angles, like this.
And then is that just attached to the floor, or is it
Well, it's
attached?
attached over here to the side of the headboard.
Oh, okay.
It's really good, and hey, that's just very thin materials. Incidentally, we ought to get into that subject here. When I built this van, I had never seen this, so I figured there had to be something wrong with the build, because why wasn't anybody else making this design? It just seems so superior to most anything I'd ever seen. I laid it out with cardboard boxes and a sheet of plywood just to see how the flow worked. It looked beautiful, but I said, there's got to be a problem with it. So I just said, I'll just build it out of the cheap plywood, because I figured I was going to tear it apart. And so this is built out of 7mm plywood. And I built this thing in 2019. It's held up wonderfully.
Tom sent me some photos of his original build. One thing's clear, he really had it planned out. And I guess that's one of the lessons I've learned. Put it on paper, draw it out, and then see where you go. Everything is a trial and an experiment. Have fun.
There's a lot that you don't see because everything's hidden in here, but it's all here.
So what's hidden?
All right. First of all, people say, well, where's the kitchen? Well, the kitchen is right here. So here I have induction stove and a sink. Excuse me, I haven't really cleaned everything up today, but it's under here. And this just pulls up. Perfect. Do I want it up folding? Just look for a folding faucet and you'll find it. Folding RV faucet. But then here is something I have never seen anybody else do. This, I went through all kinds of things with the hinges, and you can see I've got other things here. But this just pulls off.
Oh my gosh.
And yet it attaches firmly. There's nothing on the back, nothing on here. And you say, well, you just ruined your counter space. Well, not really. I can recover my counter space by pulling out the drawer, and then it will just clip in here. So I can recover it. But actually, I don't use it that way much. I do use it like this, though. We'll put it here. Now I have an extra workspace or room for people to eat. So if you got guests over now, you can seat a couple more people. It's extremely simple. It just came to me one night. Hey, wait a minute, I could do it this way. There's a very strong magnet right here and a clip.
Oh, that's cool.
And then when it comes in, you have a hard time getting this thing off. It really doesn't. And the magnet, when it goes up here, there's metal behind here.
Also, you have one up there as well.
No, there's no. This is just the van itself. There's metal right behind there.
Oh, okay.
But it's strong enough so it'll hold it up.
That's a strong
here.
magnet.
Yeah. But this is nice because it just gets rid of all the clutter of the sink. It's not all reminding you, I've got a sink, let's go cook something or whatever. Plus I have extra workspace. Why not get rid of the clutter? Okay. Here I have a toilet. Yeah, that's hidden too. And it's under here. Here's the composting toilet. All right, all I do is just pull it out if I want to use it. Very easy. The lid comes up. It's a normal toilet seat. And do your business. There's a urine diverter in here. I don't usually use it. Like my guys, we use a pee bottle as well. But it's all set up for anybody, both sexes. It works fine. The benefit of this is one of the best parts of my van, I think, is I can go for 10 days to 2 weeks before I have to empty the thing. And then all I do is open it up, pull out the bag, tie it in a knot, and it goes in the trash.
And you use sawdust, or what product do you use?
I'm using coconut char. Let's see. Here's the bag I keep down here. Okay. And it's just looks like dust. As a matter of fact, it's getting a little low, so I was going to make up a new batch. And what this is, it comes in a brick like this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and that is good for almost a month. I mean, just add water, put it back in the bag, let it sit for a day or two, and then it just breaks up into a powder very easily. And I was going to do that today since I'm getting a little low here. You always want to do it in advance. Everything fits under here. Paper towel under here, toilet paper, it's all there. This, when I pull it out, I pull off this lead. This is a fan. The fan, basically, people think you have to vent it to the outside to get rid of odors. I don't. What it really does, this fan, is it gets rid of the moistures. These things don't smell. But I just vent it right down in there and well, I don't vent it to the outside. It works great. And for people that say it doesn't work, well, I've been doing this now for 3 years and it works fine.
In this Airstream Interstate, they built a cabinet right behind the driver's seat for a bathroom and a shower. It really chops the space up. What do you think? Is this a good design, or do you like the way Tom did it? Please leave a comment. Oh, what do you do for water?
Water.
For water storage, really, is what I'm asking.
Well, first of all, I'm going to show you one thing on water. When I have a pump that pumps it in from a 16-gallon tank in the back. Now, I want you to look at this. I have a switch here to turn on the water pump.
Oh my
and you'll
gosh.
notice the little red light. I want to know when that water pump is on.
Because you can run your battery dead.
Well, it's not the battery I worry about. It's that if you get any kind of a leak in the thing, it'll empty the entire tank out into the van. So that works very conveniently. Then, the other storage I've got. The top kitchen drawer, which is full of junk. Don't even look at the thing. But I know what's in there. Pots and pans and aluminum foil. It's a mess, but it all works. Down here, oh, that's mainly tools. I'm always into something. Tools, wrench sets. Oh, there's glue. There's some sewing stuff. Down here, I've got, there's a toolbox right here. This is pretty extensive, all kinds of sockets, wrenches, and there's a cordless drill set. And all that gets used. On food storage, I'm a little different. I put it in baskets. I just pull the basket out, stick it on the counter. I know what's in them. It's very fast. And then I can reload those from the larger storage, which I'll show you in a minute. And then condiments, I've got all kinds of them. They're all in here. But it's quick to get something out and put it back.
Then what's that case down there at the bottom?
Okay, yeah, all right. This particular one, I have 3 of these cases. This one is wood screws, lots of them. And, you know, I'm always doing something, and it's nice to be able to just get in there. I have another one with machine screws, and a third one with electrical connectors. Let's see. There's also an Instapot in here, and room for a few more things. I did have a Vitamix, but I wasn't using it that much, so I didn't bring it this year. Just very simple latches. They work perfect. Okay, refrigerator. This is a Truck Fridge TF130. That's a 130-liter one, and it is huge. All kinds of room in here. There is a problem, though, with a fridge like this, that you can't see all the way back in the shelves. So I put just bins in here. So there's a whole bunch of vegetables. I can just pull it out. I got it. There's another one. There's a bunch of stuff in it, too. And I pretty much know what's in the other slots. And there's a big one down here. Lots of storage in the drawers.
And you have a freezer in there, too?
Oh, there's a freezer. Yeah, this is a little freezer. It's not that big, but it's deep.
So what do you guys think? Do you like the open layout? Can you live without having an enclosed bathroom? Do you like all the counter space? How would you change this? Give us your thoughts. Please leave in the comments below. Tom and I are both really interested in seeing what you think. The beauty of a van is what you can do with it. And, well, Tom has been doing a lot with his van.
Continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Guys, the video is getting pretty long, so we're going to break it into a second segment. Please check back, and we'll have that other segment up shortly.
Taking hold of the moment as we did.